Hey, good evening ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hashtasha and welcome back to the Timezone server. I haven't uploaded in a while. Actually like 3 weeks or a month, and I'm dying. Wait, does it switch out of a 5 mode when you take damage now? It does. Damn it. I wanted to see if I can make it to spawn in a 5 mode. Anyways, reason why I didn't upload anything is because I didn't record anything, and the reason for that is kind of personal, so you won't know it. And I do not owe you an explanation, I don't think. Anyways, we are on our way to spawn here. Apparently we can't make it in a 5 mode. To check out how things are going on Timezone. Let's do this. And park our horse here. Spawn looks pretty much the same. Is this open yet? Nope. Work in progress shop. Has been a work in progress shop for like a month. Anyways, we need to replace this map because Nemiku lost it somehow. At first I thought it was trapped into one of these hoppers, or sucked into one of these, because when you punch an item out of an item frame it goes flying. But it wasn't anywhere below, so it just went somewhere and despawned. I have no idea where it went, but we get a new map now and I got mail. Maybe let's quickly check that, but probably it's like a piece of sand, because I mailed that to me yesterday. Oh, it's a torch, not a piece of sand. Okay. So, I was online yesterday for a couple of minutes and there was a wanted sign here with Nitro's face on it, wanted dead, from Timezone Police. It's gone now, which makes me think that Nitro destroyed these, which is really bad, because you do not do that to police work, because it will lead to you dying more. Can you die more than once? Probably not. Maybe check my shop here. I need the jungle sapling, please, mega. Okay. So we need to restock jungle saplings. Haven't seen this here, Nemiku's trade card. Doesn't really look like a card, does it? Well, like an old-time wagon, sort of. But only sort of. It's very subtle. Stack of clay or ice is equal to a stack of quartz. I might do that because I need a lot of clay for what I plan today. Actually, I only need like a stack probably. But I also need a lot of quartz. 5 TNT stack of quartz, not going to happen. And stuff. Nitro's tower still isn't finished. Anything new here? Nope. There's a sign here. Path to Mount Ice Tray. That still isn't finished. No one took this down, no one took that down. Recently people have been talking about wanting to have houses at spawn. And I suggested they should put them back there in the birch forest. And apparently Gingy has laid out plots for that already. Although that ugly netherrack back there makes me think that the plots are laid out there. I'm not sure. This is different. There used to be iron doors here, and not a welcome sign. Probably has something to do with Nitro stealing the things. The wanted posters. Maybe let's enter this. Okay. That was totally... I didn't suspect that after there was a welcome sign here and all the wanted posters are missing and the doors are missing. Maybe let's go down here. I will kill you first. I don't think so, Nitro. Can we get out the easy way here? So I'm part of Timezone Police. I do not like what he did here. He also was suspected of destroying police property, that's why he wanted dead. And now he stole these doors and destroyed even more police property. But anyways, the prank is probably for Nemiku, so we should fix this. Which should be really easy, because it's just a couple of bot switches. Wait, did it work this way? Yeah. Piston updates the signs. Now I have to get the sign back. Okay, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. Dim. Actually, I don't want to wait for this stuff. So we will silk touch it. And then we can simply place it again. And not be activated. It isn't. And I suspect it was like this way. Like sign on sign on sign on sign and carpet on top. Not really all that new stuff. Okay, good as new. Now it's going to get dark, and there's no bed at spawn anymore. At least I didn't find a bed yesterday. No bed here. Mega apparently still hasn't sold his beacon. And yeah, this does look like plots. Did I mention at some point that I do not like plots? I think these square plots, they severely limit your creativity, because you're going to make a square house, or at least a rectangular house, and it's just boring stuff. You cannot do anything exciting in these, because there's not a lot of space here. So if we build a house at spawn, we will claim, yeah, I don't know what, like this plot, that plot, and that plot, and have a house that is not a rectangle and goes over the street on the top with a little walkway and balcony and all that stuff, a veranda. And we need a lot of space for that stuff. I do not want to have a dirt hut or something that's like a dirt hut. Also, who thought netherrack was a good idea, and who thought not terraforming this was a good idea? Yeah. You notice I haven't spoken English in quite a long time, and I mess up my TH and S sounds and everything. That's pretty annoying, but what can I do? Do more recording. Okay, and nothing else at spawn is new, I think. So, what I have planned for today... These mobs are annoying. Okay, what I have planned for today is a little minigame sort of building at spawn. And it will be a building where you can play Russian roulette. Like you have a button, two people are in a room, and you take turns pressing the button, and there's a 1 in 6 chance that the button will kill you, and then you get this stuff from the other person. So what I will actually do now is get some resources here. I wonder if that's the Timezone police pick. If yes, then Nitro's fault. But we won't push it back or anything, because it's a lot of work. Maybe I will get a lead. Anyways, what I will do now is get some resources for the thing. And then build it off camera, and then afterwards show you the redstone probably. Because I already designed it in creative. Actually, I wanted to put this up yesterday and went into a creative world and thought, hey, this redstone is really simple. It will only take like half an hour to design. And then I came up with more and more features that I wanted to include, and then the day was over, and now it's today. So, getting resources, building the thing, showing you the redstone. And while I'm getting resources, maybe get a lead and bring that thing back. And what we need to do is search for a spot. The design I have is like 20 blocks long, so yeah, this is not long enough, I don't think. It's probably a little bit more than 20 blocks, but I don't want to have the doors like here. That would be annoying. So maybe we should put it like here and leave that spot for something else. And here we have plenty of space. So it's about 20 blocks long and 13 blocks wide or something. So it should fit in here easily. Maybe we should build it in this hole, because then I do not have to excavate area. Because a lot of the redstone is below the thing. Anyways, let me build it, and I will see in a sec. Maybe there will be a little building montage, like 10 seconds or something. And get resources. Looks pretty derpy.
Yeah, it's alright.
Looks
It's
like
like bold text.
looks like an ad for like a partner channel website search thing. Like the look. Hey, I'm Nitro.
F the police.
I'm not sure if I could let this go.
Come on, you've already killed me, it's fine. Even though unintentionally, but
Wait, you killed yourself. You pressed the button.
yeah, but it's with your contraption.
Yeah, but it's not supposed to be for going in there and just pressing buttons randomly.
Why does it kill you?
Because it's Russian roulette. Russian roulette kills you when you lose.
Yeah, but now I'm sad. I don't have ingots here. Should we do redstone? Bet redstone. I've got that.
Blocks or pieces?
What?
Blocks of redstone or pieces of redstone?
Depends, which one do you want to...
I don't know, single redstone dust is... It's not really high stakes.
Okay, redstone block.
It's really not worth dying for.
Oh, you should have told me that it would kill you, me. And I'd have stored my stuff in the chest.
Yeah, that's what the chest is for.
Yeah, I figured. See, I can think that far. That far. That's about as far as I think. Let me just make some clothes again. Okay, I'm coming.
You should leave your clothes on the chest, by the way.
Yeah.
Do you want to be red or blue?
Well, I'm on the blue side now. So we're betting 1 redstone block.
Yeah. And you're supposed to only take that one redstone block with you and put all the other stuff on the chest.
I know now.
Okay, then
So put it in.
you drop it into the water stream. And when both people are ready, we press the button at the same time. The button
Okay.
at the water stream.
Okay.
No, at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and now we take turns. Triggering the revolver. Oh. Oh, that's bad odds for me now. Oh, you will die.
How? How do you know? How do you know?
Because
No.
there's 6 chambers in a revolver, and you push the button for the 6th time.
Oh. What? So you always push the button first, though?
The winner pushes the button first, because that gives them slightly worse odds.
Okay.
Because for all we know, it could trigger at the first time now.
Okay. Please no. I'm scarred.
Okay. Oh.
Blue side always loses. This isn't fair.
Do you want to switch sides?
Yeah. I've got 1 more redstone block.
No, we obviously respawn in the wrong chamber, but not too
Yeah.
bad.
Okay. Three, 2, go.
Oh.
Really? Really? I think this is biased against me. I think I'll win. Hopefully.
We will see. Okay, I'm pretty sure I lost now. No! You can't do that.
I'm not dying to that.
You're cheating.
I'm so
Alright, so now that we played a couple of test games and I think I fixed all the bugs, I can show you the redstone, explain how it works. However, because there's a lot of stuff going on, I won't go into too much detail. So first of all, the game doesn't really start when both players push these buttons at the same time. Because the only thing that does is retract that block. However, the game starts when there's items in this dropper. And the way they get into this dropper is there's a hopper below that block. And when items are in the water stream and people retract the block, will get put into the hopper, gets put into this dropper, and that basically starts the game. It closes these doors and closes these doors. So people start the game, which, yeah, gets determined by items being in the hopper. And what that does is power this dropper, so this block will be in here now. And that basically means the game started. Now these doors are extended, these pistons. And the iron doors are closed at the front there. And also this block extends, which is relatively important, because here we have our revolver. It's a dropper with 6 items in it, one shovel and 6 items that stack. So when a person pushes a button now, it puts one of these items into this hopper, they get sucked in, or they get put into this hopper and they will stay here. And this is important because this obviously goes around and goes back into this dropper. And it's important because the chance decreases with every try. So after 6 tries, obviously someone is dead because there's only 6 chambers in the revolver we use for this. I know there are 7 chamber and 8 chamber revolvers, but we use a 6 chamber revolver here because it's a lot simpler, simply. So if an item gets into or goes through this hopper, it will trigger this comparator, obviously. However, if it's anything but the wooden shovel, it will only trigger this first piece of redstone here. And if it is the wooden shovel, it will trigger this piece of redstone too, which triggers this torch. And this torch is part of 2 AND gates, one here, one here. So when red pushes the button, the signal goes around here. Obviously it does stuff to the piston, so a person cannot push the button twice in a row and stuff, but that's all really trivial. Anyways, the signal comes out here and goes into this torch, so this turns off no matter what item gets put into here. However, if this is off and this is off, because red pushed the button and the wooden shovel got put into this hopper, it will turn off this piece of redstone, because both torches are off. Same for blue, by the way, it's exactly the same setup, just mirrored. And I have to sleep because I don't want to get creepered here. It's really bad getting creepered here, because everything is out of quartz, which breaks really easily. And the wiring is on wool, which breaks really easily. And wiring breaks easily anyways. So it triggers that AND gate, which we take out of this torch, It unpowers this piece of redstone, which powers this torch. Now the first thing that does is go up here and send a 1-tick pulse to that piston. And that's the piston which is below the gray block here. So if red loses, his piston here gets a 1-tick pulse and leaves the block here, and that prevents red from taking out the winnings out of the dropper, because these doors would be closed. Because let's put an item into here. So these doors are closed. He cannot go around, he cannot take the items out here. So that does that. Only happens for the side that loses, so obviously, because it's that AND gate. So 1-tick pulse through that piston, but it also goes down here and splits here. This side goes up, triggers the TNT and the water, and this here goes down and connects to the blue one too. So for blue it goes down here too. So if any side loses, it will, no matter what, trigger a dropper, which is here. And that dropper delays a signal, because there's a water stream here, and the dropper is below that block. There's a dropper. Puts items into the water stream, or one item, and that item goes around, and once it reached this hopper, it will basically reset the game. It will go around there, go into this torch tower, and hit this dropper, which resets the game, because when there's an item in here and it gets powered, the item gets put into here again. The reason why I delayed that is because it takes the TNT some time to blow up and the water some time to disappear. And while that is happening, these should still be closed. And once it happened, these should open. That's why we delayed the signal there. And I use a water stream because it's a lot cheaper than having like 10 repeaters there, or 20. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. Also, I can't get out here. We kind of have to reset like this, like when red lost. We have to reset this. And the way that is done is when you take an item out of this dropper, there's a falling edge detector. And that sends a 2-tick pulse to these pistons below the gray blocks, which retracts the block no matter what. Also, on a little side note, when you take items out of here, it completely resets the game no matter what. So if for any reason any redstone messes up, because I don't know why, because blue entered here, red entered here, and they started playing a game, but blue dies of starvation. He cannot press the button anymore, and red can't get out here because there's a block, like here. So if that happens, blue can reset the game by doing this, taking items out of here. So that's pretty much about it. I don't need to show you where the falling edge detector is and stuff. It's basically this. Now I showed you. And this is actually a rising edge detector. There's a comparator here. However, it's a falling edge detector because there's a torch up there inverting the signal from the dropper comparator thing where the winnings are in. Anyways, now what we need to do next is add instructions. Basically, I want to have a booklet in here. And also we can have instructions on these signs. These are here to hold water back, obviously, because otherwise the water that gets dispensed up there would destroy this button, for example, or go in here, which would be annoying. So we could have instructions on these signs too, instead of on your book. Because obviously you don't want to take the book with you, because it will be destroyed. You saw that, yeah, well, you didn't really saw it, but before I played the game with the Nitro, I wasn't online, I asked for someone to test it with me, and Nitro said okay, and I was still eating ice cream, and Nitro went on the server, went in here and just randomly pressed the buttons, because I don't know why would you do that, randomly press buttons where you have no idea what they do in a game that is called Russian Roulette, which obviously kills you, because it's Russian Roulette, and he pressed the buttons and he lost all this stuff, because you lose all your stuff when you get killed here. So you don't want to take the book with you. Which is a good reason to have at least a little bit instruction on these signs. On the other hand, it's really, really simple. It's not like you have to remember how you do things, because it's super simple. Also, it's probably not the most effective way to do it redstone-wise. I can think of one way to do it more effectively, like you could have just one. Yeah, we have one button for both players, but one room for both players, and they have to go into like a hallway and press the button, and now it could trap this person who pressed the button. We don't need a T flip-flop or anything. The other person just stays back, but I don't know, if you can do it fancy, you should do it fancy. And I think this is a lot more satisfying, like when you are in here and you see the other person blow up through the glass thing. It's nice. So add instructions, and we need a building around it, because this obviously looks really bad from the outside. Also need to hide the wiring and stuff. Anyways, we don't have time for that today, so this is going to be it, and I will see you again next time. Have a good day and take care.